Right, so you might probably think I'm crazy for what I'm about to say, but please bear with me, right? This is something that other people who I think are a lot wiser than I am have thought about and have talked about, and this is something that I've somewhat implemented in my own life, and I believe it's done a great deal for me. And I would like to talk about it and share with you my perspective on it, right? How about instead of this average go getter, go to war with yourself attitude that we all have towards getting progress done, making things better, right? Moving ourselves through life in a progressive way, in a good, positive way, right? You know, when you set a goal for yourself 5 years from now, like I want to be in the best shape of my life, you go like full David Goggins or Jocko Willink on it, right? You just go right past everything else. You destroy anything else in your life that is not there to help you achieve that goal, and you go and you push straight hard, right? This is the attitude that a lot of us have towards making progress and getting stuff done, right? Like you see some guy walk on the street and you look at him and you think to yourself, man, I really like the way this guy looks. I want to be like him. Like I want to look like him. And then you spend the 5 years of your life in like full monk mode in a way, right? You just dedicate everything that you have. You go to war with your own self. You face a long period of suffering, whether that's on a physical or mental level, whether that's emotional, whatever it might be, right? You face a lot of suffering and you push through that to get to achieve the one thing that you want, whether maybe it's the business, maybe it's the relationship, maybe it's something else. You go in full David Goggins on it, like you know what I'm saying, like just full pain, nothing else, just pain. Like that's what that guy knows. Maybe there's something I'm missing out on, but like probably from what I've known about it, like that's what he knows is pain, right? And he thrives in pain. But what if maybe this isn't the way that everybody's supposed to go out and get progress done? You might think like I'm some whiny little pussy right now. You're thinking like, oh no, he just wants to cope. He doesn't like the fact that he has to spend more time, and dedicates a part of his life towards achieving a goal. Like he's just a whiny pussy, right? That's probably what you're gonna be thinking about me. But what if, and this might sound corny again, but what if we don't optimize for the destination? You know, uh, getting like some grandiose thing done. I'm not gonna name it. You know exactly what it is, right? What if we don't optimize for something big 10, 20 years from now? But instead, we optimize for the journey. We optimize for the path that we are going to take throughout our lives. Like, think about that, man. We really make a habit of setting or like unconsciously setting long-term goals, right? We set all kinds of long-term goals. I want to do this in the next 6 months. I want to do this in the next 2 years. I want to do this and this and this and this. Like we all set goals, right? And to some extent, that's okay. I don't mind goals. I set goals for myself. But when these goals, like, they just become something that you feel very pushed to achieve in this, like, full of misery way. You're just pushing yourself every day. And most of the days, like, maybe every single day up until you reach that point, it's nothing but pain. It's like nothing but discomfort and something that you don't like to feel, right? And you just have to push through. You have to grit your teeth and you have to go forward, right? And like this is the most heroic way to think about it, right? Like everybody wants to be the guy at the end who's like, yeah, I've pushed for 6 months of pain, I've pushed for 5 years of pain, and I've gotten what I wanted. Yeah, bro, like I'm amazing. And then they look at what they've achieved and they think to themselves, okay, what now? Well, I said that I would enjoy this, right? Like I would no longer subject myself to the same pain so that I can enjoy this. Like that's basically the way that you're enjoying a thing, right? You're not feeling pain. You're not feeling like active discomfort towards that thing or towards something else, bro. You're just enjoying the thing. But you cannot even enjoy the thing because you've spent the last 5 years of your life or God knows how many years or months in this full pain mode, and then you have nothing else left but to continue down this path. Maybe that's not something that you feel very accustomed to. At least that's not something that I am. What if I told you that there's a different way? What if I told you that instead of optimizing for the destination, instead of optimizing for the reward, we optimize for the journey? right? What if we try to find things in our lives which we know are achievable? So we know they're kind of realistic. We set goals for things which we actually enjoy doing, right? Things that we would actually like to do in the long term because they're fun, because they bring us actual enjoyment while doing the activity. So instead of just setting the goal to have the best physique you have ever seen on Instagram in the next 5 years of your life, and then you subject yourself to hell in those 5 years to get there and to have that thing, like this is the traditional way. What if instead you choose to enjoy the process of doing one of these things every day? I mean, of course, yeah, you gotta, if you want to get there, you somewhat have to enjoy working out, right? Or you somewhat have to enjoy the process because you're not gonna be able to last that long. But what if you just literally made that one activity so fun that you could just not resist doing it every day? You could find something which is just genuinely enjoyable, but at the same time challenging and rewarding. And you just do that every day. And you don't necessarily care about the long term. You don't care about whatever's in the midst of the future. You just see like the few meters in front of you, the very few months in front of you, while you're doing this thing, which it brings you a lot of fulfillment and it makes you feel nice and you actually enjoy it. It feels fun, but at the same time, it has that level, that grade of difficulty to it, that you don't actually feel like you're just wasting your time. And it's also rewarding to some extent, whatever that might be for you, right? Whether it's pursuing a career, whether it's starting the business, whether it's writing a book, whether it's something else, whatever it might be for you. If we can optimize to enjoy every day instead of just going through hell and back until one day we get what we want and we just think to ourselves, now what? Because let's be honest, how many times have you went through life, have you went through the hell, and then when you reach the end, you think to yourself, well, now what? This is what I've been accustomed to. It's like getting a soldier that's been at war and has been in the military lifestyle for 20 years of his life, and then you suddenly drop him into like a club at 12 a.m. when he's supposed to be like asleep for 4 hours now. Like that guy is probably gonna kill himself or something. I don't know, right? How hard would it be for you to accustom to like just suddenly enjoying the thing that you would like after 5 years or whatever, how long of hell? It will be hard, and maybe you won't even be able to do it, and you will just have to subject yourself to more and more suffering just to feel acceptable on a daily basis. But what if again, we just take like this lesser uh Spartan way of thinking about it, right? Like I really appreciate it, and I've gone through it myself. In order to build my current physical condition, to be able to run as much as I like to be able to stretch as much as I would like to be able to lift weights as much as I would like to be able to be like a handball goalkeeper, and to train and to everything. Like I've had to go through my own phase of like Spartan ruthless training, right? We've all had to do these to get to what we want to get to. For the YouTube channel, for getting here, I've had to make so many damn videos that I didn't like. So many damn videos that I just kind of felt were like pointless, but I grunted my teeth and I spent 2 more hours editing them just to get like 20 views and to feel like, bro, was that worth it? Bro, now I'm recording videos that I actually somewhat enjoy, like way more than the other ones, right? Like I'm recording videos that I feel pretty proud of. It's just me authentic here and I'm talking to you, and I know that this is what I would have liked to hear myself. Not some overly edited video of like 7 minutes long where he's just ranting on and on. He cannot even basically process anything. This is why after recording this video, I'm gonna try, even if it's like late and I want to get to sleep early and yada yada yada, I'm still going to make an effort to start writing more to my story that I've paused ever since I started my YouTube channel. I started writing like a post-apocalyptic story. You can even look like, if you go way back on my channel, right before I started the self-improvement videos, there was like a book trailer that I made, that I edited for my story, Skolitovsk, right? I'm not promoting it, but like there's so many things that I like to do that I would like to fill my day with. to read cool books about fiction, like cool war novels, to be able to write stuff that I really genuinely feel like is interesting to me and that could be interesting to other people who are like in the same genre, who are interested about the same things. To be able to draw stuff. Like for a while I literally gave up drawing, and I basically didn't do anything else but make YouTube videos. And at that time I think I was pretty sad. I felt pretty weird and nostalgic. Like I was just so excited to start drawing again. And when I started drawing again, and when I started to do like other stuff aside from that, I just felt so weird. I felt like, bro, you're wasting your time. Like you should be out there grinding like a Spartan, bro. But I'm not even happy. Bro, what's the point in getting 1,000 YouTube subscribers? What's the point in getting 10,000 YouTube subscribers if I'm up until this point, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, how long it's gonna take me to like get to where I want to get to with this YouTube channel? I get there, and in these years, I've just felt miserable. And you can just add whatever other example you would like in this equation for anything else. What's the point in wasting so much time feeling miserable? I mean, yeah, no, sorry, you're not wasting the time, but you're spending so much time feeling miserable, like feeling absolutely constantly stressed. I'm not saying, bro, don't stress yourself. I'm not saying don't expose yourself to hard situations. I'm not saying that. You should expose yourself to hard situations every day, whether it's working out, whether it's saying something to somebody, whether it's telling your girlfriend that you love her and then kiss her, do something else, whether it's talking with your family when you feel like, man, I kind of would like to just sit in my room and do nothing. Like, just go downstairs, talk to your parents or something. Like, all of these things, they're things which will help you, and they might be uncomfortable. But that doesn't mean that you have to spend the entirety of every single day uncomfortable in misery. Like, constantly feeling like, bro, if I have a bit of comfort, if I feel any sense of joy and happiness, it means that I'm not on my Spartan training schedule and I'm not like in my monk mode period. Look, man, you can enjoy life, but you can certainly do that without going out and getting drunk and drugging yourself and wasting time around degenerate people, bro. You can do that while creating something beautiful that you like. You can do that while spending time with people that genuinely mean a lot to you. I've spent a lot more time with my friends. I've developed a beautiful relationship with a girl. And these are all things that I've done just because I realized, look, man, I'm not just going to sacrifice all of these beautiful things, which are somewhat like they're only connected to this childhood period, to this younghood period. And I'm out here like taking all these things aside, acting like, yeah, maybe I don't even know if I'm going to enjoy what I get. I don't even know what the future brings for me. What if something happens and all of that I've worked for just gets ruined like that? And I look back on my years that I've wasted now that like my goal, my possibility of achieving what I wanted is gone. And I look back and I think to myself, well, hell, the fact that I lost this goal, this opportunity to achieve this, like that's pretty bad. But the fact that I literally could not be able to recall more than 10 times in the past 5 years when I actually felt happy, that kind of sucks, man. That pretty much sucks. I've gone through it for a while. I cannot say that I've spent 5 years doing it, right? But it's been a while, it's been periods of my life where I was like, yeah, I'm going to dedicate myself to this. I'm going to be like a Spartan. I'm going to be like a warrior. I'm going to do this, because like David Goggins says I should do that. I respect him, bro. I honestly respect him, and I try myself. I try myself every day. I do stuff, right? I do things. I get into uncomfortable situations, whether it's my own mind saying stupid stuff and I have to fight against it or something else. But if you subject yourself to a consistent and decent amount of suffering every day, then that's all right. Then that doesn't mean that you're gonna grow soft. It just means that you can develop your creativity more. You can develop relationships with other people. You can level up in other skills in your life. Apart from the one skill that you need in order to achieve the goal, and the skill of just feeling decently okay, but like decently in high stress environments. There's more to life than all of this, you know? And it's like, it's weird. I'm realizing it. Maybe it sounds like I'm pussifying myself or something, but maybe this is something that you could keep in mind, that you could keep track of in the next while, you know, maybe experience, try to integrate it into your life and see how it works. I'm not gonna waste any more of your time, man. Hopefully this is not time wasted. You can join my self-improvement Discord server, and you can go on a free self-improvement coaching call with me if you want. Clicks are in the description of like the YouTube channel. Just go there and you'll see all the links. You can like this video, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, you can do whatever you want, right? Comment on this video, get in touch with me. There's my email. You can see me on Discord. So man, I really hope that this video has been of value to you, and I hope that it makes sense, because I think it's something very important that we should all keep in mind. Good luck, man. I'll see you next time.